Hello everyone, welcome to Crochet Chronicles and happy almost Friendship Day. In today's video, we are doing something super special. We are crocheting a cute little friendship band that's beginner friendly, quick to make and filled with heart. This friendship band is customizable in size and pattern and it is used making basic stitches like single crochet, double crochet and chain. You can even repurpose it as a cute little cable organizer once Friendship Day is over. Functional and adorable. Here's everything that you will need. Weight 3 cotton yarn. I am using Ganga Cotton Delight. A 3.5 mm crochet hook. A darning needle and a pair of scissors. So let's get started. We will first be making this band and I will be making it in lavender color. We will start by making a slip knot. I have a detailed tutorial on how to make a slip knot on my channel. We will take the yarn and place it over our two fingers and hold it in place with the help of our thumb. Now we will wrap the yarn around our fingers and bring it to form a cross. Now we will be pulling the working yarn, that is the yarn end that is connected to our skein. We will remove our two fingers from within. We will now insert our fingers into the loop and pull the working yarn. This forms a slip knot. Now we will take our hook, insert it into this loop that we have just created and pull. Our yarn has now been attached to our hook. In the next step, we will now be making the foundation chain. I have a detailed tutorial on how to make a crochet chain and how to hold your yarn and hook in episode 3 of my series on crochet for absolute beginners. Now let's get started. We will be making a chain of 45. Now this length is customizable. You can make it as long or as short according to your requirement. Let's start. Take your hook, place it over the yarn, then under the yarn and now use your hook to pull. Our first chain is ready. Over, under, pull. Over, under, pull. Over, under, pull. Make sure that your chains are not very tight, otherwise it will be difficult for you to make your stitches in the next step. Let's continue. Over, under, pull. Over, under, pull. Now let's count how many stitches we have made by counting these V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We have made 6 crochet chains so far and we need to make a total of 45. Parallel, over, under, pull. Parallel, over, under, pull. We will continue making these chains till we have a total of 45 crochet chains. I have now completed making 45 chains. You can make this chain shorter or longer according to your requirement. You can take your chain and wrap it around your hand to see how loose or how tight you want your friendship band to be. If you want to count your crochet chain, then you need to count these V's. Now, in the next step, we will be making a row of single crochet. I have a detailed tutorial on how to make a single crochet, how to count them, and where to insert the hook in episode 5 of my series on crochet for absolute beginners. I will start making the single crochet row now in a slow way. We will start by inserting a hook into the second chain from the hook. Now, what does this mean? This is the first chain and this is the second chain from the hook. We will be inserting a hook into this chain in the next step. To make our single crochet, we will be inserting a hook into the back loop of our crochet chain. That is the line of the V that is away from you. That is this one. Let's get started. We will start by working in the second chain from the hook. Take your hook and insert it into the back loop of your chain and pull up a loop. You now have two loops on your hook. Yarn over, that is over, under and pull through both the loops on your hook. This is a single crochet. Let's repeat. Take your hook, insert it into the chain. Take your hook, place it under the yarn and now use your hook to pull up a loop. You now have two loops on your hook. Now take your hook, place it over the yarn, then under the yarn and now use your hook to pull it through both the loops on your hook. Pull. Insert, pull up a loop. You now have two loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both the loops. We have now made 3 single crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Let's continue making the single crochet. As mentioned earlier, I have a detailed tutorial on how to make a single crochet on my channel. Please check it out. Insert, take your hook, place it under the yarn and use your hook to pull up a loop. You now have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, that is over, under and now use your hook to pull this yarn through the 2 loops on your hook. Let's continue. Now continue making a single crochet in every chain till you are left with 5 chains. I will continue making single crochet in every chain and I will meet you when I am left with 5 chains. I have made single crochet in all these chains and now I am left with 5 chains. If you started with the same number of chains as me, that is 45 chains, then you should have 39 single crochet till now. How can you count them? You need to count these V's. So you can start by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and so on and so forth. You will have a total of 39 single crochet and 5 chains remaining. After making your 39th single crochet or after making the last single crochet till you have 5 chains remaining, we will chain 3. Over, under, pull. 1, 2 and 3. We have now made 3 chains. Now look closely and we will be skipping 3 chains from here. What does skipping your chain means? This means that we will not be putting in any stitches in the next 3 chains. That is 1, 2, 3. We will not be making any stitches in these 3 chains. Now we will work a single crochet in the second last chain. And now the last single crochet. This may be a little tough to insert, so you can wiggle your hook in like this and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both the loops. The band for our friendship band is now ready. We will now chain 1 and we will leave a bit of a tail so that we can weave it in later and chop. And now pull. This seals your work. We will hide these yarn tails later. In the next step, we will be making this 5-petal flower. For making the flower, we will start by making a magic ring. Now, I have a detailed tutorial for a magic ring on my channel. I will also link an alternative to the magic ring in the description box below. Take your 2 fingers, place your yarn over the 2 fingers, leave a substantial length over here. Now wrap this yarn around your 2 fingers and bring it forward to make a cross. And now take your yarn and wrap it further to this side. You now have 2 parallel lines. Take your hook and place it like this, facing downwards. Now take this hook and put it under the first parallel line and over the second parallel line. And now take your hook and use it to pull the second parallel line. Bring it to this side and now take your hook and twist. Now remove your 2 fingers from within and you can use your fingers to hold it in place like this. Now wrap your yarn around your fingers and chain 1, that is over, under, pull. This is your magic ring. If you found this a little fast, then you can refer to the detailed tutorial on the magic ring on my channel. We have already made 1 chain. We will make 2 more. Over, under, pull. Over, under, pull. So we have a total of 3 chains in our magic ring so far. Now we will make 2 double crochet. For a double crochet, wrap your yarn around your hook like this and insert your hook into the magic ring. Now pull up a loop. This is the same process as we do for a single crochet. That is, take your hook, place it under the yarn and use your hook to pull a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, that is over, under and pull through the first 2 loops, that is 1, 2. You now have 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. This is a double crochet. Let's repeat. Yarn over, that is, take this yarn and wrap it around your hook like this. You can hold it in place with the help of your finger. And now insert your hook into the magic ring and pull up a loop. That is, take your hook, take it under the yarn and pull up a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Now we will chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now in the next step, we will make a slip stitch. That is, we will take a hook and insert it into the magic ring. We will pull up a loop, and now we will pull this loop through the loop which is already on our hook. That is this one. And tighten it. This makes the first petal of our 5-petal flower. We will need to repeat these steps 4 more times. Let's start with the second petal. Now chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now we will make 2 double crochet. That is, wrap your yarn, insert, pull up a loop. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. Once again, now chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now we will make a slip stitch into the magic ring. Insert, pull up a loop, and now pull this loop through the loop which is already on your hook. This can be a little tricky if you are doing it for the first time, but with practice you will soon get the hang of it. We are now done with 2 petals. We need to make 3 more. We need to repeat these steps 3 more times. I will make 1 more petal with all of you. First step, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now we will make 2 double crochet, that is, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. This is the first double crochet of the 3rd petal, and we will make 1 more. We've made our 2 double crochets. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now slip stitch into the magic ring. Insert, pull up a loop, and now pull it through the loop that is already on your hook. You can give it a little bit of tight pull so that your petals look nice and defined. Now we have completed 3 petals. We need to make 2 more petals in a similar fashion. This is one of the reasons why I like to use a magic ring. You can fit in as many stitches in a magic ring easily and without getting the ring too tight. I will now meet you after completing 2 more petals. I have almost completed the last petal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th petal, and I will make the last slip stitch with all of you. Insert your hook, pull up a loop and pull through the loop that is already on your hook. This completes our 5 petals. Now it is time to close the magic ring. So we will take this end, that is the free end of the magic ring, and pull it. You can remove your hook for a second and pull this end, that is the free end of your magic ring, tightly. If you want to leave a little hole in the center, then you may not, but I like it to be a closed circle, so I will pull it very tightly, and our flower is now ready. Now insert your hook back again, and to seal your work, as we always do, chain 1 and cut your yarn. Don't cut it very close to the end, otherwise it will be difficult for you to weave it in later. Leave a little bit of yarn and cut. And now pull. And our flower is ready. So our band is ready, our flower is ready, and now it's time to weave in all these ends. We will start with the flower. Now this is the front side of your flower and this is the back side. We will weave in the ends. Take a darning needle. I like to use a metal one. A darning needle is simply a needle with a big eye. Now we will weave in this end, that is, we will hide this yarn tail in between the stitches. Weaving in the ends is my least favorite thing to do. But it's a necessity because it makes our project look polished and it keeps it secure. Now once you feel that a substantial length has been hidden, you can cut the excess yarn. Repeat the same thing for the other end. Our flower is now ready. You can spread the petals a little bit according to your requirement, whether you want them to look a little curly or flat, as you wish. Now onto the bands. We have 2 ends over here as well, and we will weave them in. Now for the band, this is the front side. That is when this loop that we have created is to our left. Now we will turn it and we will hide this yarn end in these stitches or over here anywhere. You can also hide your tail in these loops. It can get a little tight, so you can give your needle a little wiggle and pull and repeat. Now you can weave it in behind these stitches and repeat the same thing for the second end. It's now time to assemble. Our band is ready and our flower is also ready. Now instead of the flower, you can make any other motif if you like. For example, you can make a heart or a sweet little bow. I will link the tutorials for the heart and the bow in the description box below. You can choose whichever motif you like or your friend likes and place it accordingly. Flower, a heart, or a bow. You can attach the flower to the band using glue. I like to use Fevi Bond to stick my crochet pieces together. You just need to be careful while working with it that it doesn't drop anywhere else, otherwise it can spoil your thread. I have attached this particular flower using glue, and I have made a foundation chain of 37 for this particular band. So you can see the difference in the length. If you don't want to use glue, then you can attach it using a needle and thread, and I will show you how to do that. Take a piece of your yarn in the color of your flower. Now place your flower in the center of your band, and we will now be sewing it together. Take your needle and thread and pass it through in between the stitches just like you did while weaving in the ends, and pull. You can either make a knot over here or leave a long tail which you can weave it in later. Now place your thread over your band and again take your needle and pass it through the stitches and pull. Now this will lock it in place. Now repeat the same thing on the other side. Again, there are no hard and fast rules when it comes to attaching your band and your flower. You can follow any method which you like. And onto the other side. Pass it anywhere through in between the stitches and pull. Now you can weave it in again. And now cut. You can also cut the excess over here. You can repeat this step as many times as you want till you feel that your flower is now secure. And once you feel that it's secure, you can weave in the ends and chop the excess. Your friendship band is now ready to use. If you're familiar with the basic stitches, then this friendship band will be ready in under 60 to 75 minutes. So, what are you waiting for? Pick up your yarn and hook and make a friendship band for your loved one. Now take this end, and this is the loop which we created. Pass this end through this hole and pull. And your friendship band is ready. And this is the other one which I made using 37 chain. So depending on your requirement, you can customize the length of your band. And once Friendship Day is over, you can use this band as a cable cord organizer. Aren't we all troubled with wires everywhere? This is the perfect solution. You can also mix and match and add more than one motif to the same band. If you end up making one for your friend, then please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your friendship bands and share them. If you found this video helpful, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and please let me know in the comments what would you like to see next. I'll see you soon, and don't forget to share your creations with me. Happy crocheting! Bye!